What's good, YouTube? We've got a bit of a breaking news today, which is that I have been given the inside scoop on the top 8 deck lists from the Deck Devastators tournament this weekend. First major tournament of the year. So definitely very exciting. And by inside scoop, I obviously just mean Snack sent them to me, but it sounds cooler if I say I got the inside scoop. Well, actually, back when I did the deck list for Nationals, I actually did do some serious investigative journalism to get those. But no, this time, just had the tournament organizer send them to me. So thank you very much, Snack. For those of you that didn't catch the stream on her channel, I'll put a link in the description or something. It's Crow's Nest Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube. So let's get into it, looking at the top 8 list, because these are always a fun kind of video to make. First of all, they get hella views because people always want to see what the topping decks are. And then second of all, I get to go through and do all of my Carpath tropes about, praising certain things that I think are cool and making fun of things that I don't think are cool, etc., etc. Charge the Light Brigade, talking about how I don't know about frogs. So we all love it. Let's get started. Starting with the one Blackwing list that made top 8, which was Johnny the Giraffe. Okay, congratulations, Johnny the Giraffe. A lot of things actually kind of lined up with things I've been saying and predictions that we made in the predictions video, so I think that's pretty cool about this top 8. For example, in the prediction video, I said that Starlight Road is bad and that Blackwing players have been cutting it and that it's good to cut it. And here we have a deck that is playing the Legacy of Yada thing instead of the Starlight Road, which is becoming very common these days. So I think that was a good decision. And then 3 of all the Blackwings and then 2 Vayu. A lot of pure lists are playing 2 Vayu these days. It's not too strange. And then the trap lineup looks pretty normal. No Torrential Tribute. There's a main deck Dust Tornado. There's a main deck Oppression. And then 1 Dust Shoot, 1 Solemn, Triple Icarus. And then for spells, they got Brain, Heavy, Typhoon, Blackwing, or Black Whirlwind Allure, and 1 Book of Moon, which not all of these lists play Book of Moon, but it's pretty common for Blackwing to play Book of Moon. No compulsory anywhere in the main, and also no mind control. I think it's decent to at least side mind con in here. You got a lot of tuners in pure Blackwings, but the side deck is playing a lot of one-offs, actually. The 1 Dino, 1 Thunder King, 1 Crow, and then double knock, so really don't want to deal with Raikou Hamster. Good technology, I guess, for the Vayu matchup, and then triple Rug, double Deck Dev, the other Oppression, tons of Frog Hate, of course, except for there's only 1 Dyna, which is that's a little odd. Usually people play 2 Dyna, but yeah, that's Johnny the Giraffe's Blackwing list. Moving on, we have Jake XO, who's playing, looks like Hero Zombies. I think his zombie builds go. This is one of the best ones out there. One of my personal favorites. It may or may not be the version Fitz plays. Then again, there's like the Instant Fusion one, which I think Fitz might be playing like Divas with Instant Fusion these days, actually. But I think this build is still very solid if you don't want to go the Instant Fusion route. Sark is a card that I have previously been skeptical of that I actually kind of warmed up to a bit lately. I think Sark is, especially in this kind of deck where you're playing this very combo-oriented strategy, I think Sark can be okay. Just like Sark for Dark Arm, Sark for Heavy Storm, Sark for Brain Control, I don't know, just like whatever you need to make it happen, you can just Sark for it. Let's see, otherwise, yeah, we are playing 1 Miracle. I always really despise the 1 Miracle ratio. I don't know, it just seems so cursed to me, honestly, because it's like, yeah, I think I just play 0 in here, honestly. Miracle Fusion is, maybe this isn't the right way to think about it, but like Ab Zero always like feeds the next Ab Zero, so I feel like if you play Miracle, you should just play maxed out Miracles. So all these wonky lists that play 1 Miracle always just, it's a pet peeve of mine, but I don't know, maybe it's not terrible. I think the monster lineup is absolutely flawless. Yeah, if you're not playing Instant Fusion, maybe only 2 Kais. I do think 3 Kais is very good in zombies. So maybe it would be a better route to go, just play 3 Kais with Instant Fusion, but I think the Future Fusion Hero stuff is still pretty solid. So congratulations to Jake XO for making it top 8 here. Next we got Infinite Soul. There were 4 Vayu lists in top 8. Vayu just like the deck of the tournament, becoming one of the, maybe even the deck of the format these days. Vayu is definitely one of the all-time most successful decks in Edison format, and it definitely showed up for this tournament. Well, you might notice something in common that all these Vayu Turbo lists have. It's this card that I'm about to hover my mouse over. Yes, I will point it out every time. So we've got Charge of the Light Brigade in the topping Vayu Turbo list. What do you know? They're playing Charge of the Light Brigade. And they're also playing Sork Return and Necrogardener, which I think Sork Return is kind of optional, but I think if you're not playing Charge Necro Garden, you're just stupid. That's kind of where I'm at. He's only playing 2 Sirocco. That's a little bit unusual, right? I think it is. The Reaper is also not super common these days. I don't know, maybe it's a little more common than I think it is. I haven't seen it a whole ton, but I guess it's like fine. It's a good card. I haven't been seeing it as much. So the spell lineup looks super normal. One of everything. Trap lineup, pretty normal. Double D prison. No compulsory in the main. Just one oppression. One oppression in the main is maybe a little odd when you're playing the Return Sork. I feel like they usually don't put those together. But, hey, it worked out for this guy, so, yeah, congratulations. Moving on, we've got Beast Mode. Huge shout-out to Beast Mode. He did it with Ultimate Offering Zombies. Extremely cool. Extremely based. Yeah, so this is one heck of a zombie list that we're looking at right here. So, it is the Ultimate Offering build, but it's playing Scrap Iron Scarecrow on top of Double Road. God, I hate this card so much, but I think if you're playing Ultimate Offering, it definitely makes sense. And then look at all these one-off traps. 1 Bottomless, 1 Deep Prison, 1 Compulsory, 1 Dust Tornado. None of these cards are limited, but we're playing one of all of them anyway. I mean, I think it is not a bad route to go to just, like, have variety and spice up your back row. I do despise 1 Deep Prison, though. I think 1 Bottomless is pretty cursed, too. So, hey, I mean, I'm sure Beast Mode tested extensively to confirm that these ratios are indeed optimal. He's not playing Heavy Storm in the main deck. Bro. I guess we're just like full committed to the setting trap cards game floor, setting Scrap Iron Scarecrow with Starlight Road and an Ultimate Offering. That's what we're doing. I mean, hey, it definitely did well for him because he topped the event. I think he went like undefeated in Swiss or something. So big congratulations to Beast Mode. The monster lineup, we're a triple Kais. He's also playing the Gale, double Tomato, double Pyramid Turtle. With the Sangan, so like all the tomato targets basically, and then the full zombie lineup with the divas. So I mean, you just want to flip Ultimate Offering and go off here, but then like you also set a bunch of traps, I guess, because you have the Ultimate Offering in the Starlight Road. Very cool deck. Very not a common take on zombies by Beast Mode, but it worked out super well for him. Super impressed. Subscribe to Beast Mode. He does great content. Next up, we've got KRSH Kirsch. This name needs a vowel, dude. Can you put a vowel in your name? Okay, never mind. Let's move on and talk about the list. So this is kind of... I like this list better than the previous Vayu list, honestly. Because he's playing... Well, actually, no, I don't. No, it's weird. It's just like the same thing, but he's not playing Sork, right? He's playing a 3rd Deep Prison over Sork. Is that the only difference? There might be more. Because he's also playing the Reaper. So that's 2 Vayu lists on Reaper, actually. But it's also 2 Vayu lists on Charge. Well, I don't know why I say but, because I'm not a Reaper hater. I'm a fan of the Reaper. I think it's a cool card. But I'm a bigger fan of Charge. I'm a Charge enthusiast. So, yeah, definitely super cool to see Charge Gardena. Definitely glad to see Vayu players warming up. Also, he's on 3 Sirocco as well. I think 3 Sirocco is probably correct. Sirocco is actually just, like, not even really a brick. It's just a decent card. You know, it's just a 2k normal zone that counters Blackwings. So definitely nice to have in a Blackwing heavy format, which I believe there was probably a lot of Blackwings at this tournament since it was an online event, and there's always tons of Blackwings at online events. But I'm not sure. I don't have access to the pie chart, which I'm sure Snack will go over at some point since she loves doing that. Yeah, I mean, the Vayu list is pretty standard. We're on 2 and 2. We're on 2 Kaias, Dark Armed, Raikou, Hamster. We're on the same spell lineup exactly. We're on all the traps. Actually, I feel like there's a lot fewer people maining compulsory than I would think. Maybe in Vayu it's not that good. I could buy that in the bird decks, maining compulsory is not that good. I feel like, I don't know, with the flip effect monsters, it's whatever. Maybe book would actually be better in Vayu, because like you can book your Armor Master or whatever. Moving on, I mean, it's, yeah, power filter's a little weird, I guess, but other than that, it's a pretty standard Vayu list. Next up, we got Fonte, who's the 3rd Vayu player now. He's also playing Charge of the Light Brigade. Absolutely just get owned, haters. What were you thinking? He's playing compulsory. Okay, so maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe compulsory is playable in here. He's also playing Lila on top of Raikou, which is something we don't see too often. Speaking of things we don't see too often, he's only on 1 Armageddon Knight. So 2 Greffer, 1 Armageddon Knight. That is definitely odd. I guess maybe figuring the Greffer plays are usually just better, and it's okay to have the Armanite as like a Rotosearch, but yeah, I mean, maybe it's not terrible. I feel like 2 and 2 is probably the way I would go, but like I haven't grinded out Vayu for hours or anything, so what do I know? Yeah, I mean, same spell lineup. These are the 7 spells you got to be playing in Vayu Turbo. Everyone agrees you got to be playing these 7. And then the trap lineup looks a little... is the only difference is that Compulse is being played over Deep Prison. Also, all of them are on Return from the Different Dimensions, so, like, get owned, Corinna. Alright, never mind. We don't need to go on that tangent. But, yeah, all 3 of them have been on Return and Charge and Necrogardna. But it looks like he's also not playing Sork, so only one of the Violists is on Sork so far, which I think is a little odd when you're playing Charge Return. I feel like you would be playing Sork with Charge Return, but apparently we're just not. So, I mean, hey, these Violists are topping, so they're doing something right. Now we move on to the Rider of Ghosts, Ghost Rider himself. Now, I made a prediction in the prediction video. I said that Ghost Rider was going to get first place with Dragon Turbo, and I was so close. He got second place with Dragon Turbo. Man, I bet he got sacked in the finals. It was something went wrong. He was supposed to win. My crystal ball prediction was supposed to pan out, but 'twas not to be. Ghost Rider, unfortunately, finishes at a mere second place. So whatever. Yeah, great job by Ghost Rider. He's also got a YouTube channel. How many people have YouTube channels these days? It's like the entire goddamn community's got a YouTube channel at this point. It's been some real rise of supply to meet the demand, I guess. So Ghost Rider's build. He's on triple Redmit, triple Whitestone, triple Blue Eye. I mean, yeah, triple Debris. You play all these, 1 Drago, 1 Flambeau Guard. I think that Flambeau Guard is kind of necessary because I've been playing the build I've been testing with, which I don't plan on playing this deck ever, so don't worry about it. But it didn't play Drago, or it didn't play Guard. And I always felt like you needed the 1 more, so I think the Guard is a decent card to be playing. He's also on 2 Vortex Trooper. So sticking with this card, and then of course the classic, the triple Reckless Greed, the spell lineup. He's on double Instant Fusion, which is maybe a little more than usual. I don't know. Usually it's like 1 pot, 1 Instant Fusion. Maybe sometimes I see 2 pot, 1 Instant Fusion. I guess it's 2 Instant Fusion, 1 pot. That's like all the variation you really get in Dragon Turbo these days. Then of course you got all the draw spells at max copies. You got Magical Stone Excavation, you got Card Destruction. You got Future Fusion, Heavy Storm. So pretty standard spell lineup, of course. It's Dragon Turbo. In the side, we have Prime Material Dragon. We have a copy of Raikou. Just like a random Raikou. Okay. We got Card Trooper. We got double Lightning Vortex, of course. Oh, he's not maining any Lightning Vortex. That is a little bit unusual, right? Normally this deck mains 1, I think. Just like 1. Probably not more than 1, but I feel like they normally main 1. Oh, they are on Mindcon on the side, so that explains the Raikou. Alright, I understand. Also Knock, so rather than 2 Knock, we're going Mindcon Raikou. Giant Trunades there, double DD Crow, Torrential Tribute, I mean, just like the best generic trap, sort of, and people won't expect it. We got double Mask of Restrict and Royal Decree, and then the extras, all the fusions and synchros that you make in Dragon Turbo, so super cool list. Not maining Vortex is definitely an unusual decision. I would be interested to hear what Ghost Rider's sort of rationale for that is. I guess you could always just like make Brainiac and clear their stuff anyway. So maybe Lightning Vortex is superfluous in that way, but hey, I mean, he is the Dragon Turbo master, so definitely got to respect his decisions. Also, of course, still on the just 1 Tragnogors, which I think has become pretty standard. Tragodia is just a better card, let's all be real. Okay, moving on to first place. We have the final value list, which is Sam's, which is on Sork, and is also on Charge, Return, and Gardna. So that is 4 for 4. 4 for 4, you Charge of the Light Brigade haters. All of the value lists at the top are playing Charge of the Light Brigade. Get destroyed, get owned. Anything else going on here? 2 and 2, so no weird 1 Armanite ratio. There's no Lila going on, no Compulse. 3 and 3 of these guys, double Caius. Like I said, we got the Sork, the Raikou hamster. I think they were all playing 1 hamster. Everyone 1 hamster. Are we clear on that? I think everyone was playing 1 hamster. And then 2 bottomless, 2D prison. I think this might be the same trap lineup as the first guy, possibly. 2 bottomless, 2D prison. All the limited cards, or the limited cards in the 1 Royal Oppression, and the other Royal Oppressions in the side. Then we just got a bunch of Frog Hate, of course, in the side, and You know, I didn't check. Were the other Vayu lists all also not playing Fortress Dragon? I could double check real quick, I guess. Nah, we don't need to, but... Well, maybe I am kind of curious. So he's not playing Fortress Dragon, and then he is also not playing Fortress Dragon, and that's not a Vayu player. My bad. Okay, he is playing Fortress Dragon. So we have... Wait, he's playing Fortress Dragon, but he's not playing Cyber Dragon. Bro. You gotta be memeing with this. The one Vayu player who's playing the Fortress Dragon isn't siding the Sidra. Oh, wait, he's there. Never. I see him. I laughed too soon. But it's one Sidra. It's one Sidra. He's siding one. Okay, I mean, that's still pretty odd. It's not as dumb and laughable as if he was siding the Fortress with no Sidra, but it's still a little bit weird, right? It's a little bit weird to be siding Fortress with one Sidra. Is the other one in the main? I can't be missing something, right? No, he's not there. He's just playing one Sidra. Let's get back to the first place list instead of this tangent. So, 3/4 of the Vayu list not playing Fortress Dragon. All of them playing Charge and Return and Gardna. Half of them playing Sork, which I feel like if you're going to play Return, you know, you might as well probably play the Sork. But it's weird, too, because the one had Lila and then still didn't have Sork. So I don't know what that was about. But, yeah, this is the first place list by Samo Pistano. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's Vayu Turbo. Vayu Turbo, pretty good deck. If we can derive anything from these top 8 lists, I think that's probably what we can learn, because it was 50% of the top 8. That is a crazy performance for Vayu Turbo at this tournament. But yeah, those are the top 8 lists. Hope you guys all enjoyed me going over them. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.